right, so this morning everybody's talking about the Super Bowl, but your office has been having a Super Bowl of sorts going all around the world, really at this point, to unveil some history. So tell me what that's all about.
Well, you know, Kayla, this month is Black History Month. And even though the Mississippi Humanities Council says that Black history is 365 and Black history is American history, we know that the public wants to do some things this month to honor and remember Mississippi history. So we have two unveilings for the Mississippi Freedom Trail happening at the end of this month, one on February 25th and the other on February 28th. The one on February 25th is honoring Miss Annie Devine. That's going to take place at 10 o'clock at Canton High School. Miss Annie Devine, if people don't know, was one of the founders of the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party. And in Canton, Mississippi, she really helped galvanize voter registration all throughout Madison County. And then on February 28th, we're honoring the Honorable Charles Evers. Many people know who Charles Evers is, the brother of Medgar Evers, but with all those things he was as a DJ and a civil rights activist, he was also the first Black man elected in a biracial town since Reconstruction. And so we're going to be honoring him with a Freedom Trail unveiling in Fayette, Mississippi at the Jefferson County Courthouse at 12 o'clock on that day.
Gotcha. And you know, something you told me a while back was that you were trying to make sure that y'all could honor people while they still were here. Yeah. And the few people we've lost, you know, just shy of the dates that they were being able to celebrate. But also, Medgar Evers, y'all are still celebrating him.
That's right.
Some events too, 100 years later.
That's right. So many people know that Medgar Evers was slain in 1963. However, if he was living today, this would be his centennial birthday year. This is his centennial birthday year. And so there's a lot of things happening throughout the state this year to honor him. And one of the things that the Humanities Council is doing is partnering with the National Park Service with the Medgar Evers National Monument and to do a program honoring his legacy after. And so we're going to be putting on a program February 27th at the Smith Robertson Museum, 6:30 to 8 o'clock, and it will be a conversation between Dr. Miranda Freeman, who is the Humanities Chair at Tougaloo College, and also Dr. Michael Vincent Williams, who is the Chair of Africana Studies at UT Chattanooga, and also the author of Medgar Evers, Mississippi Martyr.
Gotcha. So if I'm not a history buff and I decide I want to come to this event, what am I going to get from this?
Well, you'll really understand how a local just regular guy became a true powerhouse for his community, and not only put empowerment into his community's hands, but he also changed Mississippi through working with young people, creating organizations and networks to empower folks, just regular folks like Annie Devine, people who were just your washerwomen, people who were working on like as janitors, but they were empowered by this man Medgar Evers to be more and to do more for their communities. And you know, when I used to work for the Civil Rights Museum, we would say that to help people understand how significant Medgar Evers was to this state of Mississippi, we would say, you know, we all know who Martin Luther King is, we know how significant his role is, but if you think about Medgar Evers, he was like the Martin Luther King of this state. He was really on the front line, seeing a lot of pain and strife and struggle, and he was trying to bring that to the forefront. But in doing that, he was not just trying to do this, trying to change Mississippi for Black people, but really change Mississippi for all people. And in doing that, he helped change America.
Gotcha. And so again, this is happening at the Smith Robertson Museum.
Yes, Smith Robertson Museum, February 27th, 6:30 to 8 o'clock.
All right, sounds like fun. Now, do you like when they use, you know, kind of historical context in commercials for the Super Bowl? Yeah,
because I think that if there is no historical context, people can come up with their own ideas that not true or true, but if there's historical context, I mean, you can know where things come from. Just like in songs, you know, people sample songs all the time, and that, like, you know, Beyonce sample songs, Jay-Z sample songs, but people don't know where those songs come from. They just think they just created it out of nowhere. But, you know, you have people like Earth, Wind & Fire before them and other things like that that help create that. I always say there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun, so context is everything.
Gotcha. All right.